fresh off a workout, but this is on my mind because 2021, it feels like a decade, especially if you're into sneakers, because so much has dropped over and over and over and over again. There were zero breaks this year for any of us. It was truly on us, the consumer, to just say, hey, have several seats. You don't need that, because the brands they didn't care. They didn't care about our pockets, feelings, absolutely none of that this year. But in terms of like GRs released at such a high volume, and I'm not talking about Air Force Ones and the triple white low. I'm not talking about Phasos. We understand those will continue to come out. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about all of the dunks that released, okay? in the highs, in the lows, just dunk after dunk after dunk. There were men's, there were women's, there were all kinds of dunks. But you also had the Adidas form that dropped at a very high rate, similar to the dunk. But my question to you, which one was the better value buy at the end of the day?
I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see. Yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take a hit and still finish.
What's going on, everybody? It's your girl TJ back. Another video talks with TJ, aka TJ2 Swoosh T Yeezy MA2 TJ T Essentials, because I think that's a name that may stick around. Shout out to the subscriber that actually came up with that one. That kind of has a ring to it, T Essentials. I like it. We're gonna play around with it. We'll play around with it a little bit, but thank you so much for tuning into this video. Let's get right to it. Yes, this was a year of releases, and they're not stopping in 2022, even though supply chain issues will continue to plague every single industry heading probably into 2023, because we did the video on that, and those ports probably still won't be freed up from that backlog till 2023. So expect more delays, expect more problems, and you know, as sneakerheads, it's just we're used to it at this point. But all the dunks that came out, I remember somebody said, oh, I think I posed the question to somebody on Twitter, well, let's count all the dunks that came out. You know, we can count them all. And they go, they weren't up for that challenge. And truth be told, I don't want to do it either. So somebody, if you know how many dunks dropped this year, just go ahead and comment that. Because I think there's a really high rate of Air Jordan 1s that dropped. And I'm talking mids, lows, and highs of like 160 plus pairs, I think, that dropped, according to Mr. Unloved One. So for dunks, it's got to be higher than that. I have to believe it's higher than that with all of the lows and the highs. We're not even talking collabs yet. We'll get to collabs, but all of the highs, all of the lows. But don't kind of let it slide past you that the Adidas form dropped just as many lows and probably just as many highs as the dunk. Now, what's interesting is people don't fall over the forums. At least it doesn't seem like the masses fall over the forums the same way they do over the dunks. At a certain point, I stopped paying attention to just regular GR dunks that released, especially if they were a low and you weren't offering this to me also in a men's size, let's say, because in a kid's, goodness gracious, the plastic that is present on these dunks. Now, I did the review for the Michigan dunk, the low. You guys know I love it, okay? Go blue. We are the Big Ten champs. I love it. It doesn't mean that I love the quality that's present on that pair, but it was easily accessible because I was working at Kids Foot Locker at the time. We finally got a release in, which we barely got anything in ever. Finally got that in, so I was able to pick it up. But that quality in relation to the high, which is right here, in relation to the high, it's not even close. Like, you can look at the toe box, okay? Even at the toe box, it's not even close in terms of the quality. So what we got just as consumers for the lows, to pay only $100, fine, cool. To pay more than that, to pay more than the 100, to pay resale for these lows, I just don't think I could. I'm struggling right now to think about still paying for that Spartan low because I want to complete this set. I have the Michigan pairs. I also want the Spartan pair. It's a little painful as a Michigan fan, especially since they beat us this year, but it doesn't matter. We won it all. We get that title. I still want that. I don't want to pay the price. Now, the forum again came back, full resurgence, okay? It did a great job. It's done an amazing job. It kind of just, it roped me into, you guys know, like, forums have become a thing I also want, similar to MA2s. They're also something I want. I like the design, they fit my feet well, and the quality that you get on a form. It doesn't have to be a collab. Like, yes, I have the Bad Bunny collab in the back to school pair. Yes, I have the Eric Emanuel collab for University of Louisville. However, you don't need collabs for the forum for you to get a great pair. I unboxed the all over olive pair, which is a women's exclusive colorway. Amazing quality. I also unboxed the pair that was designed by, you know, the women at the Pencil Academy. Another amazing pair. It had a lot going on, but it is such an amazing pair. I also have the Forum ADV, which is like the answer by Adidas to the Nike SB Dunk, and you get all the comfort, all the quality, and retail, you are still looking at a really nice price point. So at the end of the day, I think it's fair to say this is just my opinion, right? Just talks with TJ, I'm just talking with you. I think the Adidas Forum, whether it's a high or a low, is actually the better buy for you. Especially if we're talking like the 84 high, it's a better buy for you. Now, you could also say that shouldn't the Adidas Forum be compared to an Air Jordan 1? I respect that as well. I truly respect that. So now if we're talking head to head, an Adidas Forum with the Air Jordan 1, now we're getting a little dicey here, because I'm pretty sure people could argue that the Dunk collabs, whether it's Carpet or Para or any number of collabs that came out for the Dunk silhouette was better. You know, probably more people feel it was better than what came out for the Forum. I'm not going to argue that for you. The Forum shines is just a GR for people to buy in the market. At least that's what I believe. Dunks, they actually do better on collabs. The Air Jordan 1. In terms of collabs, yes, it will blow the Forum out of the water, hands down. Now, if we're looking at the, let's say, low to low, I'm a bigger fan of the OG low. I'm a bigger fan of that 2015, 2016 back in the day design for the Air Jordan 1. So if we're looking at that, then I'm giving it to the, I'm going to have to still give it to the Forum, because we only got so many OG lows in 2021. We only got so many. We got like the Starfish, and then we had the neutral gray, which I have and I absolutely love. Wear it a lot. But we didn't get much more like outside of that. So if we're talking the brand new lows that they have coming out, continue to switch to the older lows, and I'll be there for you, Jordan Brand. I think the Forums take it with the lows. If we're talking highs, then yes, let's give it to Jordan. Let's give it to Jordan. We'll give it to Jordan. We will, because there are so many colorways that came out that you all lost your minds over. Okay, lost your minds over. So we'll give it to Jordan, especially for the collabs, because like it or not, the amount of buzz that was still around, Trophy Room, Travis Scott, who's the other big one, and why am I drawing a blank for it? Those were really the two ones that everyone lost their minds over this year. Like, everyone lost their mind over the Travis Scott. Ridiculously. Oh, and how can I forget? I'm the Manier, which still has a lot of buzz and talk going on, which is great. Hopefully everybody's enjoying the pair once you get it in hand. And if you don't and you give your true thoughts, give those true thoughts. I don't have it, so I can't tell you anything about it other than I'm enjoying seeing, what's unfolding, just because, hey, sticker culture. But yeah, so when it comes down to it, Forum, I think you had a better year than Dunk, so just overall. When it comes to you being compared to a Jordan 1 though, I think Jordan Brand won out. But please share your thoughts below in the comment section. Also, I would like you guys to comment, what's your favorite GR Dunk low that released this year? What's your favorite GR Dunk high that released this year? What's your favorite, I would say favorite collab Dunk that released this year? And then let's jump over as well to the Forum. If you're a fan of them, is there a favorite GR release that came out? And at least for me, of all the Bad Bunnies, how about you answer this? Which colorway is your favorite? Okay, because you got cafe, you got pink, and you got black. So comment that below. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you like what you see, like what you heard, and you're not subscribed. I really appreciate it. And as always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace.